I need music. I always say that every time I do this. Hello. Hey, Caro. Just waiting on people to get in here. If y'all could invite everybody, share the live. Hey. Hold on. I'm actually taking meds. Okay. Hey, Tiffany. You're good. Y'all invite Sal's so she can come on in here and we can actually have a conversation without that dum-dum. That dude, I don't know about y'all, but he just gets under my skin. And I'm not usually like a man hater. Like, I like guys. I think they're great, but there's something about that guy that makes me want to, throat punch him. Not literally, just saying. Let's see who's one up. Hey,
Oh,
Benny.
hi. That made me so mad. So I couldn't get in there in my backup. And then, I couldn't get in there on my main. So I used my backup and they muted me.
I just got two or three messages that they got blocked immediately, or
So
by saying
fuck
like,
them.
yeah, what the echo chamber, and they were like, "Why are you leaving?"
Well,
Fucking
I'm leaving
crazy.
because you put that English dude up there, and he's already on my shit list from Keys
Um,
Live like a while ago. I
Oh God,
can't
that Reggie
stand
guy.
him.
they
They
have
He
don't
Jessica
go
on there
does.
now.
here.
He's
They
such a
don't go here.
condescending asshole.
Yeah.
I can't
God,
stand
I'm
him.
sorry.
I mean, if I can get through Judy, like I'm doing good. But then you put that Reggie guy up, and I'm like, I'm the fuck out, man.
They
Yeah. Oh,
No,
he's
had
thank
Australian.
you.
Oops. I
Oh,
can't.
Jessica
you
up
did?
there now.
I
Yeah, they
can't
have
differentiate.
Jessica.
I don't get this. I don't they keep turning it and saying that I don't care about Jess. I think it's that she doesn't care about this situation because she's trying to completely derail it and make people targets even after I asked them not to. And she fingered the wrong person. I hate fucking saying that word. Oh my God, that sounded terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, she pointed at the wrong person. And like, even whenever I told her that, and yes, like, I was definitely upset whenever I messaged her. So then I asked her, please retract it. So then she goes on a panel crying and says, oh, I'm here to do what I guess Sal said I have to do. I know. I just be a decent fucking human, dude. Like, yeah, I know I came at you probably hard, and I probably would have apologized if like you showed some integrity about it, but you didn't. And then, well, I'm gonna say it because obviously, like, it happened on the live. Karen was the mod, and I said they asked me who I don't want up, and I said Jessica Ann. And then I saw Gypsy Toe in the comments, and she kept asking to come up, and I think other people were talking, so I kept asking her why. Like, if you want to come up and ask me questions, sure. Every time I talked, I don't know that girl. Every time I talk to her, she screams at me. She spouts lies about me and tells me that they're true, and tells me how much she hates me. We're good. You already told me. I don't need to talk to you again.
Yeah.
If you have a question, let's talk about it. Let's have a constructive conversation. And she wouldn't answer me. So I said, no. I'm like, don't, Gypsy Toe cannot come up here if she's not going to say why she's coming up. Fucking Karen let her up.
Yeah.
They would drop her and she'd let him up. And then I think she let Jess up too before I could actually get off the fucking panel. And that was the one person I said no to, and then I said no to Gypsy Toe. And then somebody sent me a screenshot of fucking Karen saying I kept letting Gypsy Toe up. It was so funny. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't
It
care
broke
for
my
that.
heart. I was really, yeah. And
Yeah, it broke my heart too.
I
And I don't want to
definitely,
say it's all about me, but that's, I mean, like somebody said, like last night, like nobody has listened to me for 4 months, and finally people are like, okay, wait, let's hear her side.
that's
And
where I
Mm-hmm.
keep saying, I'm saying that like over and over again. And that's all I want. Like, I want I
She
want
can talk about
Jessica.
Myra every single day for the past,
Yes.
since it happened, for the rest of her fucking life on any fucking panel she wants to.
Yes.
Why do you need to
Mm-hmm.
come into that panel? And I cannot believe that anybody is even like, I can't. I have never seen such insensitive, self-centered women in my entire life. In
And
my, I can't, and I will not
that
apologize.
Judy,
I do not want to be in spaces with them ever.
never. That Judy one,
Oh, Judy. Uh,
good God.
she's a
Listen,
lot, right?
Sal's
She's a
does not
lot.
like
She's
that
not,
bitch, Judy.
listen, she is not a riot. She needs to
She's
check
not funny.
her meds
She laughs.
instead.
Well, she says
Hey,
that she works in
loves.
like mental health, but I'm pretty sure it's like a janitor or something at night because I
It
can't
has
see.
to be.
Yeah,
It's
she can't.
crazy to me that all she does is scream, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't want to have a conversation. I think she wants to
Mm-hmm.
scream
Just
at
yell at you.
us, and
That's
that's
exactly
Listen,
it.
what Gypsy Toe wants. Gypsy Toe
I
doesn't want
saw
to.
her real face
What
How did
the?
I get
on
Judy?
Don't worry, don't
camera.
worry, don't worry about
Judy,
it.
are you
Who's?
in here?
And whew,
Who's real face? Judy?
yeah, she had her camera on one time.
Oh, I bet she's
Everyone saw
beautiful.
it. I was scared.
No, don't say that.
Well,
Everyone's
I was.
beautiful.
It made me nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
It was Judy is a lot. She's a whole lot of Judy. I
A
mean,
whole
I
lot of
can't.
something.
She has a lot of feelings wrapped up in her, and it's kind of weird to me, but like I said, I would have stayed over there and at least continued the conversation without Reggie. That's the where I kind of draw the line. Like that dude, in fact, if he comes in here,
Dude, who even
instant
is that
block.
guy and where'd he come from?
I don't know, but if I had to guess, because I think I've don't quote me on this, but I think he's from Chewy and them's panel.
Mm,
So it makes sense why, and people may want to hear him, and I say kudos to them. I'm not one of them. From the moment I had a first conversation with him, he was baiting me and he was very condescending and he was trying to bait me into an argument to where, trying to make me look stupid. And I saw and I knew what he was doing and I just shut it down.
hmm
And I don't have any time or space for him. So yeah, I'm out.
I saw something in that live that we were just in, and I was like a little bit like how people can just like twist things and lie and tell stories about things that happen on this fucking app. And like I don't have a recollection of everything that we had talked about like last night. But the fact like Gypsy or Karma J was in that live and she's like Casey was talking shit about Jess last night and what she was saying was vile.
It wasn't. No, it
Like
wasn't. I said that she's
what?
not as like sweet and innocent as she appears, and she's not. I am. Oh my god. I am so
But it's not only that,
disappointed.
it's the fact that I'm friends with someone
Right.
and
Yeah.
like this same story that I'm not saying that I'm not invalidating her story, but it's the same thing she accused Crime Junkie of doing. The exact same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm not friends with Jess, and Jess has made it clear that she's like, it's gonna be fuck Casey forever. So why
Yeah.
am I gonna have I don't care. Like, have your fucking beef. The fact that the thing is like Myra has been on this app. She's been on panels. She was literally been on Chewy's panels for weeks at a time. She's been on Mimi's panels. What are you talking about? So now
Right.
you want to address fucking Myra? Why you didn't address her 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. I know. She's been on Chewy's panel for months.
She's been on Chewy's panel and Mimi's panel.
Nobody. Yeah. Nobody could answer me why she was never addressed there. I. I have no idea. I don't know why it had to be yesterday. I don't know why. Just because. I mean, I don't want to say just because. But like people. Oh God, I don't know. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Whatever I say. All I know.
Is that you with the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's. I'm so sorry. It's 4th of
For her,
July.
it's
My
for her
dog just
animal
I
shakes
was
because of
like,
at
the
me.
is
pork.
it Is it? Are we in an elevator?
No, I think it's to
It's
calm her animals.
yeah, it's dong anxiety. Is it bothering you guys?
No,
Oh
no,
I
not
can
me. Not me. I know.
no,
she said
no!
exit
Somebody
the
thought it was me,
elevator.
and I was like, no, I don't think it's me.
I'm
I
pretty
mean, I
Yeah,
sure
the
they
know
were
it's
dog.
not
playing
me.
like a elevator Katy Perry music earlier. I was like, I know
Yeah,
this
the
song.
dogs
Like,
will start being
baby,
upset
you're a
about the
firework.
fireworks.
Is it bothering you?
No. People in the
No,
Okay,
chat
not
were
at
okay.
saying
all.
stuff. So as
Um,
far as Jess, okay, here's the thing.
so much to
I
address. I know.
I didn't know anything about Myra, honestly. I had no idea who she was or anything. And I was sent just as live by several people last night, and I went and I listened, and I think okay, I know what Jess is saying is true, and I think that what Myra did to her uh, was horrendous. Honestly, I think it's terrible. That aside, I think this is a separate situation that I was trying to explain. Like, I get why Jess and her friend group are very upset about Myra being quote unquote platformed. I get it. They don't like her. And it's that group mentality again, like we need to treat it as an individual thing. Like I
I have
understand.
never.
But do
I
you
could
understand that
understand.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me
Sorry.
finish. Let me finish. Okay. Having said that, now this is all new information that I learned last night, but having said that, I think that Sal's has been drugged, and I said this actually earlier, Sal's, I don't know if you heard me, but I think Sal's has been drugged for 4 months, like drug, and nobody believed her. This whole community sided with Chewy and Rose, and they threw tomatoes and stuff. Like, Sal's has every right, in my opinion, to platform anyone who wanted to help her show the truth of what happened. And I think Sal's deserves a moment for that. And I'm not saying that what happened to Jessica is right, but I think that we need to let Sal's work through this, and then we can go back to that. I don't, but I did promise her I
Exactly.
would not put Myra back up on my panel, and I won't. I
Okay.
think Myra's not a good person, but I
Okay.
think she did the right thing in this situation.
She did, and like I said, I assured them they would not be outed. Like I said, Elena is the one who gave me the clip. Myra did not, but Myra did come forward and tell me, information and how she was concerned, and that they knew that they had to do something. At first, I don't even think I was going to get a clip, but they were like, you need to hear it for yourself. No, I never said that I don't care what happened to Jess. Never said that, ever. And I think anybody on this app knows that I don't even care if I don't like you. If we don't get along, if you were on a panel crying, I would come up and fucking console you. If you
I know.
messaged
I even
me,
said that last night to her. I told her I
I
don't
wouldn't because
believe
she
that to
made
be
fun of me
true.
crying. So fuck that bitch.
yeah.
I
But
actually
She
I,
said
literally
I don't
played my
believe it.
fucking
I
live
don't believe
crying.
that Sal's would ever say she didn't care
no,
about Jess.
nope.
I said I
I
needed a
said,
clip.
I said after late last night on Casey's panel and after watching Jess do her fucking victim tour, I said somebody came up. I don't know who they are. They came up to express their opinion. I said, I'm really not looking for it. But they were Jess's friend. So obviously there was the agenda there. And I said, I don't have space for that right now. I don't have space to care about what happened to Jess. And I said 2 years ago, because I don't know when it happened and I don't know what happened. I just know that it was really bad. I get it. I fucking get it.
Yeah,
But Myra,
Sal.
I have a one-sided story. I never heard Myra's.
Sal, do you remember when Jess came on the panel and you were explaining to her and she was like, look, I'm taking care of myself right now. I can't battle. I cannot just come up here and just
yes,
so
correct.
wait. So I'm
Thank you,
confused.
Bree.
And I also want to say this. I'm sorry, but this has me a little I also want to say this. Can you imagine if can you fucking imagine if I were to get mad at every single or upset about every single person who has ever been platformed if they want to stand for something? like that has done something horrible to me. Like, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, no, half of this community would not be able to get on a fucking panel.
But here's also my
Like,
situation.
what?
Myra's been in this community. She's been on Chewy's panels. Why she didn't go after Chewy for platforming Myra?
And Mimi.
Why didn't she
No,
go after
she
Mimi
sits-
for platforming
right.
Myra?
She sits upon panels with those people. She supported. She actually said, I think, and I didn't listen to the whole because I was so fucking disgusted. Oh my God, I don't want to get mad tonight. But anyways, so she was like, oh, so then, actually after this happened, I got to know Chewy and Rose and like, I don't go in their lives, but I like them, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, no, you didn't do it to them. You didn't do it to Mimi. You did it to me. I get it. You can tell and pretend and go on your panel tour. I get it, girl.
I'm flabbergasted
Okay,
right
hold on just a second. Mods, do not mute or block anybody that has an opinion different than ours. They are welcome to say what they want to in the comments as long as they are not trolling, spamming, etc. We're not going to bring them on panel because until Sal's wants to have a conversation, and if she doesn't, then that's okay too. But I don't want anybody muted.
I never will, but you guys can sit down in the comments and, pop off.
And I'm talking about Jessica, Gypsy Toe, like they are welcome in here, and y'all can talk to each other down there. That's fine. I just want everybody to be clear.
I don't know I don't know the situation between Mara and Jessica, but like, okay, so what Audrey did to me and also putting out my sister shit and my mom and stuff like that, like, okay, so like for now on, from here on out, if anyone sits on a fucking panel with her, oh no, I'm going to fucking outrage. I'm going to flip the fuck out. Let's see who else.
Who are we not being on panel with? I need to make a list.
There's y'all already know. Look, I'm not trying to be a victim.
It
That's the
should be
difference.
Mimi, right?
Okay,
But
I just need to make sure.
Mimi, she's done so many
Mimi.
things to people. Let's
Kmac
see.
has doxed Sheena's potential home.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Okay,
look,
let me
I'll even
write
say
that
this,
down.
Kai. I have mad respect for her for standing up for you, so I'm not about to complain about her being up. But that would be like, Kai has done some really she said some vile ass shit to people.
Yeah,
She can be mean, but guess what? If you standing for something, get the fuck. Yeah, like I am so confused because, like, if that was the case, if we were not allowed to be around anyone that's done something to someone, be so fucking for real. I am so fucking pissed that anyone is trying to take any of this off of the fucking issue, which is what happened to Sal's and what people have been gaslighting her over for months. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know.
I agree,
That was my problem. I said, let today be about the vindication of fucking Sal.
I
We can
agree.
deal with Myra tomorrow. when
That's
this is
exactly
over.
how I
Had
felt.
months.
I thought it was already dealt with. She was just mad because she's
It
given a
was. This is
platform.
old. We've already people. I thought she already had her.
Exactly. I'm
story
pretty sure
about
like no
Myra.
one really
Do y'all know,
I don't even
are
see
y'all
Myra.
aware though of how deep it went with Myra? Because
I don't
Are you
know
aware
Myra's
of how
story.
deep
Do you know
shit
Myra's
has gone with other
part?
people though, Kmac?
Yeah,
Are you aware?
do we know
Okay.
Myra's side of this? Do we know both sides? I want both sides before I make a decision.
And it wasn't about Myra.
Hopefully-
It was about Sal's, but Myra just had a part in it. That's what I'm not understanding. Nobody was supporting Myra. We were supporting Sal's.
That's
We
true.
don't know what happened
And the
between
only
Jessica
reason
and
Myra
them.
mentioned Jessica's name is because Jessica mentioned Myra's name first and blamed Myra.
And with what Sal's is going through, she shouldn't have to be focusing on anyone else's problem right now. This isn't the time. Like, there's
Period.
been so much time between when this happened and now. So why
Betty,
pick now?
I did not
Because
see
she's
it
here?
all. I heard what fucking Jessica said. The fucking shit that happened between those two, I was not around for. I got Jessica's side of the story. The situation with Myra and Jessica happened way before Jessica and I became friends. Shut your bitch ass up. How about that?
Look, I don't know. I'm not going to invalidate Jessica's
Myra's side. I
situation
want
because I don't
Myra's
know
story.
it. But I do know that she said something about me having selective outrage. No, actually, when other people are victims of something, I let them have their moment, Jessica, actually. And also, I have stood up for people on every effing end of this community and didn't throw it in their face after, by the way. I want to throw that part out. Didn't throw it in their face after. So no, I'm sorry. But yeah, people have been done shitty things about people in this community. But it doesn't mean just because they go up on panel, like she was a part of this phone call, which is why she was on that panel. Like, be so fucking for real. Like, I'm sorry,
Exactly.
this is ridiculous in my opinion.
It is.
Thank
Just be
you.
happy. I don't care if the devil himself came up from hell and delivered the fucking call to fucking to
Thank
I don't
Sal.
know
you.
who you're
Okay,
calling trash. You know what I think's trash? I think
you're
it's trash to
trash.
do
You know
something
what?
for somebody
You're
and then
not
throw it in their
racist.
face. I think that's
Yeah, I
trash.
think it's trash to fucking want to do something for someone to ask for fucking gas money back. How about that?
Yeah, y'all really,
I think it's trash to be friends with someone and all of a sudden decide they're not going to be friends because they didn't answer your fucking text message.
she stopped being friends with me, I guess. Like, we were being like super cordial and friendly. Like, she had a car accident and I kept checking on her. And then just because I guess she wasn't, I didn't even know she wasn't friends with you anymore. Then she just started saying, go hang out with Fakey May. Like, y'all have, like, come on, dude. Like, have
Yeah, because
your,
they're petty. That's why her name's Petty Betty.
yeah, we got to stop doing this. And I really didn't. You guys were always called the mean girls. And I'm
Yeah,
like, no,
they
Jess is
are.
so fucking sweet. No way. She's sweet. She's articulate. And like, you're capable of doing that. But what's happening right now, man, and everything that you're telling me that I am doing is what you did to me yesterday. You were being insensitive to what I have been going through. You didn't ask me how I was feeling. You just saw an opportunity to throw someone that you didn't like, and for whatever reason, if they deserved it or not, I set a boundary and said, do not, please. I didn't have to play this. I didn't have to talk about it, but I felt it needed to be talked about. And this is the way that I'm choosing to handle this situation. Give me that respect and let me handle it that way. You can go into any other live, any other time, have your own and fucking bitch about it 24 hours a day. Just give me a fucking minute. Like, that is not what this is about. I would never, if Jess was on panel crying, right? And saying, okay, we need to address this issue that has been going on for 4 months. Finally, people are paying attention, and maybe, just maybe they'll come and get the full fucking story. I would not get up on the panel and say, I need to make this about me because there's an enemy that I don't like on your fucking panel. How do you think that's justified? And if you do, I do not want you in my space. I asked her so many times, just tell me why. Why did you say Myra's name? What did it benefit? What could it help the community? I'm trying so hard to look for a reason why you needed to say, and you said it as though she did something wrong. And you even followed it up with, well, they had all this outrage whenever Bree's Discord calls were released, but now they're not going to care that this one is. Jess,
But what about Skips? What about that one? That one was okay too?
Exactly. I'm like, the man threatened to unalive me, and you like are so self-centered that you're upset that Myra gave that to me. Like, and she didn't even give it to me. But then she couldn't answer. She blocked me, right? Isn't she the one who was like, you blocked me, Sals, you wouldn't let me speak, you silenced me? She blocked me because she knows she doesn't have an answer. She did it to be vindictive. I called you vindictive and you got your feelings hurt, but that's what you were doing. And I'm not going to have conversations anymore with people who look me in the fucking face and bullshit me. I'm done with that. Done.
I think it's very self-centered. You said the word right. And I even started this when I don't know, maybe Petty wasn't talking to me when she said, I don't know who she was talking to when she said trash, but I even literally said, I'm not going to invalidate Jessica because I don't know the situation between her and Mara. But if Mara did something horrible to her, then that's horrible. I'm not going to invalidate that. But I also think that it's very self-centered to even turn this into that situation again when that's already been talked. Like, this was about Sal's. Like, I don't understand. Like, who cares who gave her the phone call? Who cares who was I just don't understand that. And then to say something about, oh, we're so outraged. No, nobody was really outraged about my Discord calls. So I don't know what anybody's talking about. Like, we were, but I mean, not really. We weren't even that outraged.
It's invasive. That's what I said. I said not one person said that Skip's Discord leaked. Like, nobody was like, who gave it? Who did it?
Exactly. Nobody.
I am surprised about that. Like, I was in a chat room just now with Sal's where there were, I don't know, 50 people in there, all asking that, really wanting that whole thing released. Nelly was very vocal about it. I guess Coffee Queen was. They were saying, they wanted to hear it all. But then I was thinking, what does it matter? Like, the point
It's insane.
was,
I'm so glad I wasn't really around last night that much. But yeah. Because wow,
Myra's in the
this
comments.
is so crazy to me. I just think it's so crazy that this is the conversation we're having right now, to be honest.
Yeah, she is a target right now for people.
Exactly what she wants to do. So let's move on. Okay, let's move on from that. There's so many things. Let me say, well, first of all, happy fucking 4th of July. Brie, is that your real hair? Did you do that?
It's my real hair. I dyed my hair, yes.
nah, it looks
I
so
thought you were gonna go blonde.
So Myra's in the comments down below. She's asking the question.
Okay, I made a promise to Jess that I would not let Myra up. Myra, I'm sorry. I don't know the situation.
I want everybody to make a promise to me they'll never allow Audrey on a panel again. Please,
Did y'all hear
everybody,
about
right
Audrey
now.
though? That's
Oh
Can we
my
make that
God,
promise?
did you hear?
Girl, I
Did you
been
hear
blocked
that
that
today?
bitch.
Oh, you blocked me
Fuck.
like months ago.
Did you see that
Well,
she
how
was
about this? I want
refunding
a
all that
promise from
money?
everyone that they won't let Jessica on a panel again.
Yeah, please, because she's my enemy. Please don't do that.
She laughed at me crying and she played it 3 times.
And
So.
Coco made a troll page of me and my wedding dress. So
And they made
if I
they
see her on
made 2
panel
or
again,
3 troll pages of me.
yes,
Okay, but here's the thing is I care about Jess. Okay.
I don't.
that's okay. Kmac, yeah,
And
that's fine.
I
I don't even think it's about that.
okay, so the situation was explained to me and I think it was horrendous. I really do. And I
Really,
think I wasn't
Kmac,
involved. I wasn't there. And at this point in time, I'm not going to let Myra up. I'm going to keep my word to Jess. And so
Yeah, that's
that's where I
fine.
stand with that.
And
But
you know what I
it's
would
not
understand,
against
K-Mac?
y'all.
You're allowed to do that, but you know what I would understand and completely respect? Like Mara should never be able to allowed on, well, not never allowed. I mean, people can do what they want, but to become up here and speak on Jessica. That would be being respectful because, but if it's a totally different, I'm not saying for you to let her up. I'm just saying when it's a totally different situation, like this had nothing to do with Jessica. Like, I don't like.
I know.
Like again, I'm just
I
joking
hear
about the
you.
Audrey thing. I do not care if y'all let her on a panel, but that would be like me saying that because she did something to me that was so humiliating that crossed every fucking platform there is on the internet, by the
True.
way. People that I never spoke to in years reached out to me because of what Audrey did to me.
simultaneously, she was broadcasting that shit.
Yes, exactly. But I would never be like, do not ever allow Audrey on a panel to talk about anything else. I mean, yeah, I would hope that nobody that I am friends with or good acquaintance with would allow her on a panel to talk about me. But if she's coming up there to talk about something not even related to me, like that's completely different.
Yeah.
But I respect you, K-Mac, and of course
I respect you too, but I will tell Myra that I will give you a platform to tell your side of the story because I don't know it and I owe to have both sides being told.
And
Yeah,
that
and
is the
that's the
lesson
thing.
I'm trying to teach.
It wasn't the right time or place yesterday.
Right.
When Myra and
That's all I'm
Jessica want
saying.
to have, their discussion, yesterday was not the time or the place.
Exactly.
It
I
wasn't
respect that
about that.
completely.
Yeah, me too.
That's how I feel. I feel that yesterday was Sal's day and it should still be. It's Sal's time. I mean, she was drug for 4 months. I think she should
And
No,
be
Kelsey,
invalidated
I
double
don't
and
know
that.
Myra's
gaslit.
side. I know a one-sided situation. I don't
It
know
doesn't mean
Myra's
that
side.
Casey agrees with it. It means that Casey's willing to hear it. That's a whole different thing. And we all know that, right? Like, it doesn't mean that Casey's going to be like, oh, yeah, I support her and I don't support Jess. Like,
I've never
that's more just a
spoken to
sham.
Myra before last
Look,
month.
Exactly.
I don't
I
know
will say
Myra.
this: nothing
Oh,
against
really?
Mara. Nothing against Mara, and as far as Jessica right now, I mean, it's been months now that I've even heard her say things on panels about me, and I just haven't addressed it. It's like whatever. But so I'm saying this even with how I feel about Jessica. Benny, you're not muted, Benny. I'm sorry. It's just like it sounds like paper, Benny. But I will say this: someone that I love and trust.
Say
Someone
again.
that I love and trust knows the situation, but I don't know it. But I'm saying someone that I love and trust told me that the situation between Mara and Jessica is very fucked up and that Mara did her very wrong. Now, do I know Mara's side? No. I don't know Jessica's side either, but I know this person and I love them and trust them enough to know that I couldn't see that how they wouldn't be being honest. So like that's why I said I'm not going to invalidate Jessica. From what it sounds like from the person that I trust and love, she did her wrong. So I want to make that very clear. No matter how I feel about Jessica, I'm not up here saying this to invalidate Jessica because I don't know what she went through, but I know someone that I love and trust told me that it was not okay at all what she went through.
And,
So I just want to make that clear because I know that her whole little group doesn't like me anymore, and that's fine. But I'm not going to invalidate you. But I
I
also
think
think that this isn't about you.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Bree. And I think that if Jessica ever came to me and said, "Okay, I'm willing to talk to Myra, and I'll do it in a neutral place if you'll have us both up there," then I absolutely would. But I'm not going to go back on my word to her either, because what I saw last night was enough for me to say, like, I'm not going to platform Chewy either. I'm not going to platform Mimi. I'm not going to platform Dank. Like, there are some people that I feel like need to not be platformed. And at this point in time, it was enough for me to say, enough. However, Myra, I'm so thankful that you did come forward and do the right thing for my friend Sal's, because that means a lot to me and a lot of us, that she finally had some validation, much validation that is long overdue, that she deserves. So I'm
Yeah, I am for real.
really
I don't like you,
thankful.
Jessica. Remember, it was fuck Casey forever, so it's fuck Jessica forever. How about that? I don't care.
Yeah, but even if you feel that way, Casey, I do think that if Jessica's story is true, like
I don't know
whether
if it's true.
I know,
I've
I'm
never
just saying
seen
because like
proof.
that's one thing that I can't stand that they're doing. I feel like they're treating this way because they don't really like Sal's, and then of course just like Myra. And I'm always gonna fall in the line of right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't agree that you should just be like be mad that somebody's getting platformed to tell the truth about something. I don't agree with Jessica doing that, but I also don't agree with if the situation is really fucked up with Jessica, she shouldn't be invalidated about it either. You
Hold
know,
on,
that's
Brie,
what
just
I'm
a
saying.
second. Okay, here's the sitch. I want to just update
No,
everybody.
no.
Okay, so
No.
Jess, at this point in time, Sal's is not wanting to have further
No,
conversations. She wants
absolutely
to
not.
stay where
How
she
many times are you gonna
has
do this, Jess? How many times? How many times? That's why we're
just.
discussing it right now, is because you keep doing this.
It's a
It
okay.
can
So
wait, she
just
can
for
answer in
tonight.
the comments. I just have one question. Why did you say Myra's name? Why?
Yeah, you brought it up.
Just you can type it in the comments. It should be really easy. It is a oh my god, Jess.
Yeah,
What is
tonight is
wrong with
about
you?
Sal's.
Okay, you are invalidating me right now. Do you get that? I can't
Y'all have been trying to
believe you,
say this for
dude.
months.
Yeah, this is about Sal's right now. This is all about Sal's.
I
That's
don't
all
need you
we're
to address
doing.
me. How about you go about your business and leave
Deja
me the fuck alone?
motherfucking
I'm gonna
vu,
talk about what
dude.
I want to, just like
Go
you
talk
talked about
wherever
what
you
the hell
want to.
you
Why do you
wanted.
have to be here? Like, you guys talk shit constantly about us. Go
However,
somewhere else
Just
all of
and
leave.
us
do
on
it.
panel do not always agree about everything, Jess, and I think you're amazing and I love you. And I
Jesus
am
Christ.
honoring my word to you that I'm not going to have Myra up here, and I'm standing by it, and I'm not going to. However,
Why did I get a restriction? All right, I'm just gonna have to go. This
no,
is not
no,
gonna
no, no,
fucking
you
work,
can't. It's
Kmac.
fine. Casey got
It's
No,
not
you
gonna
can go
restrictions.
to
work.
It's
10
fine.
minutes.
As
We've
long
all
as they
got
are in
restrictions.
here starting fucking shit, it's not gonna work. And now Coco just came in. They travel in fucking packs just
And
to
it's
start shit because
okay. They
no,
are.
hang on, because they have nothing else fucking better to do with their lives. So they're the ones that go from chat to chat to chat to try to start stuff. I still want to know what fucking panel tour that I'm on, considering the only panels that I go on are Brie or Sheena's. How am I doing a fucking panel tour, guys? And I haven't even been on one for over a week. But you know what? Chewy's talked about me every single day he went live. Nobody's gonna know that though, because nobody will give me the chance to fucking speak. I gotta go, Kmac. Thank you very
Please
much.
just give it. Okay.
I can't. Kmac, I wanted to fucking come on and just talk every single, I love you, but every single time I come on this panel, I understand that you run it where you want everybody to be here, and you want everybody to be heard, but I can't be heard here.
Yeah, you can, because
Um,
we're going to turn off the comments. Could somebody do that? I don't know how to turn off these comments. We're just going to turn them off for a minute, and we're just going to have talk, and everything's going to be fine, and there's not going to be an issue. Thank you. Okay, so basically, I was going to say, y'all let everybody, don't mute Coco and Jess and Gypsy Toe, like, let them speak. It's okay. We can have differing opinions. Right now, everything is very fresh. I understand that. And I think that what we're dealing with right now is what's going on with Sal's. And I really want to get back to what all she's been through, what she's been put through, and the people,
you.
especially tonight, that invalidated her. Judy, just now, like 30 minutes ago, was on a panel invalidating and basically saying, that Sal's is responsible for Chewy's bad behavior, which is crazy. And I don't think
Does
it's
anybody listen
okay.
to Judy, though? Does anybody really listen to Judy?
Yeah, well, you know
That's
what?
true.
Mimi was
Wow.
saying the same thing, and so was Dank. And they've both been in this community getting gifts and being on panels and all kinds of crazy
Because
ass
they
shit.
hate me.
Judy
That's
doesn't
why.
even know what's going on. She doesn't know the history or how long this has been going on because all she said was, "Oh, Sal's, every time I turn around, you crying about the same thing." Well, that's because she wasn't being heard.
Right.
She
For
wasn't being
months.
heard for months.
Is she watching Sheena's lives? Are they watching the lives that I go on?
No, I don't believe. I don't know
Then how would they
because
know what
Obviously,
I'm
Judy knew a
doing?
whole lot. Like, she had enough to have an opinion. So I think
Creep.
she's in
No, she's
Pretz's
probably just
lives.
being a sheep and following the people that's around her.
I asked her one simple question. She
exactly.
couldn't answer it because they don't know. They do
It's
not
a
know.
one-sided opinion
Yeah.
with
They
Judy.
do.
She doesn't know
Yeah.
what's going on. She's just following the hate train,
The
and
word
that's all it is.
Even I got
It's
blocked from in there because Nelly was in the chat saying like, "Oh, just wait till tomorrow. They're gonna hate us for having opinions," when they were trying to say like everyone makes mistakes. That's not an excuse here. That's not something you can say here. That's insane. And like, I went a little hard. Y'all probably know I do that. But the second time I said something was I said that we just never need to forget what they did, and that's what got me blocked because I said that Rose was complicit. So
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm
it's
gonna
good
turn
that they
this
Wow.
blocked me,
echo
but I care
chambers.
why. I have a screenshot. Don't worry. I take screenshots of everything.
So has anybody heard from Rose or Chewy today or last night?
Oh, but I haven't been on at all, so I don't know if they've been on.
No, they probably have something conveniently happening to where they can't address this issue, like
They can't.
always.
Yeah. Yeah. Please take them
hasn't
Well,
out,
Chewy
guys.
just been posting stories?
I
Oh
did
yeah.
hear. Oh, go
Sorry. Go
ahead,
ahead.
Celeste. No, you go
No,
ahead.
no, no. I was just gonna say, I think I saw it real quick whenever I was at dinner, and I was like, oh my god, I need to look at this. And then I came on and I got here, but I think somebody did a video where like she's trying to claim she has proof now.
Proof of what?
I'm not quite
What?
sure. I'm not quite sure. I didn't watch the whole thing because
Oh
that
my
like somebody
gosh.
captioned it with like now all of a sudden she has proof, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't even know, like I didn't have like the volume up or anything. I don't know.
All right. How are we with comments going back on? Are we good? Can we, or do y'all
Yeah,
want to
turn
move
them
on?
back on.
Can we stay on topic, maybe?
Yes, let's
Yeah,
stay on
I can't.
topic.
Yeah, if they, I'm sorry, Kmac. I respect your live. I respect how you want to do it. But if they're gonna keep coming after the people on the panel and people in the chat, it's just not a good environment to be in. I want this to be productive. And I'm happy to go on my own live and maybe they'll watch a replay. If they don't, it's okay. Like if people I can't help them if they're determined to not know the truth. It's okay.
And if
It is
that's
what
the
it is.
case, we might have to like pause them tonight. Unfortunately, I hate to say that because I really don't want to mute anybody, but just so y'all know where we're at, like we're not gonna talk about Myra anymore tonight. We will pick that up at a different time and we will have that conversation. It's just not going to be tonight. Okay?
I really do. I please, guys, be adults, be respectful. It doesn't always need to be a fight. It doesn't always need to be like, oh, well, yeah, no. I know you guys are doing exactly what you say that I'm doing. So, and again, I'm not invalidating what happened to you. Like everybody's invalidating that a man threatened to unalive me, but it's fine. I should say everybody. Some people. But yeah, let's just be adults and understand what we're here for, and let's like do. Because man, I got some shit, guys. Shit is going down in this fucking place. Shit is going down.
What?
Showing who people are. I'll tell you what.
Whoo, Mimi. All right, because this needs to be put the fuck out there. Oh, Rose put out a BS video. Okay, all right. It was that's what I thought. All right. So I haven't, watched anything else or whatever this has been consuming in whatever, real life. But I was scrolling through my FYP, and so I see a clip of, it was actually a long clip, but of Cajun Navy Jen's live, I think yesterday before Mimi went live with Bayou and them. And she's live, and she's basically saying, I think she's addressing the live before, which I need to watch, because everybody's saying that she had essentially said that I deserved it, like fuck around, find out, like Judy, and that I have gone after so many people on this app that eventually, like, you're gonna fuck with the wrong one, and they're gonna come at you. And I was like, what is she talking? Like, I don't know what she's talking about. And then you can see the comments. Thank God. I think it was Allie. Thank you, Allie. So I can see the comments. Well, Mimi came in, and somebody was like, Mimi's in here. Is like, do you want me to block him, or is that okay? And Jen was like, oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And so that was weird. And then, so they keep going on about me. And then she says, Mimi puts in the comments, I don't know how she knows about my son's wife. And Jen was like, I know, she just digs. She did it to me. She can't, like, saying like I compromise people's jobs and go after their families. She's saying I doxed her son. She hasn't given me a timeline yet. So I'm like, where are you guys coming up with this? And then Mimi's just putting random shit in the chat that doesn't make any sense. It never happened. And Jen's going along with it. And what was the other thing? She said that somebody contacted her on my behalf, either a family member or a close friend. Remember, Mimi had put that whole thing out to warn her about me. She first said during the billboard time, but now she's saying months and months ago. And there's no way, because nobody knew I was on this app. So, and like my, people in my real life, like I'm, like I don't know. I don't have any
they don't
enemies.
know, obviously, right?
Yeah, well, they don't know, and even if they did, like, I don't really have any enemies, like, but I'm not saying I'm like perfect, but like the people in my life care about me, and there would be nothing to warn about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. They've been verified on me. You guys can see that I'm not a criminal.
Okay, so they said they saying that she said you dug to find out her son's wife's name.
Mimi said that.
Oh, okay.
And then CNJ is saying that I doxed her son at some point. I don't know the timeline. But you guys know in this community, especially if you've been around, and Jen, of course, if somebody doxed her son, everybody would have known about it. If this happened anytime, like, that would be something that we all would recall. And Crystal was on the panel, like, the first time somebody mentioned it to me, and I was like, I know I remember something about her son. And then I asked her, I'm like, Crystal, it had something to do with you. And somebody, I don't know, had taken like a screenshot, but it was like from 2 years ago. And they were talking about his OnlyFans. And then somebody sent it to Jen and was like, oh, they're coming after your son. So she went live and she freaked out. And I remember that. So I would remember if somebody doxed her son. So anyway, it's oh no. So anyways, yeah. So I'm trying to, like, what are they fucking up to? What is this? So then somebody says, well, is there any proof that she went after their kids? And Jen says, well, she went after mine. And I was like, there it is. They are creating a whole different narrative, saying that all these people I've dug into, I go after families. I have a feeling, and I'm going to call it now. Please fucking spread this around. I'm going to call it now because I have a feeling that they are going to give her my information. And say that she's going to say that because that's what she's saying. She said somebody contacted her and she's like, I've had your information for a long time and I never put it out because that's not how I get down. And I'm like, Jen, you absolutely fucking didn't. Like, you didn't. But she kept, she's going to stick to her story. So yeah, I think that they are potentially, like, going to just rewrite history. And they're saying, like, all of these people I dug into. I didn't ever dig into Cajun Navy Jen. The other day she said it. Google me. I Googled her. The first video was Fox News executive director. All right, this bitch is legit. That was it. Everything that I got on her, I've gotten on this app. And from Jessica Ann, a lot of it. And other things. Oh, no, fuck. What? Oh, God. All right.
Wait, Sal's?
Yeah.
Can we pause for a second? Kmac,
Sure.
everybody? Okay. can we please, for anyone who's bothered by generalizations, can we say 90% of the anti-gypsy community bullied Sal's? Is that, Becky, I'm not trying to be, but like, that's like when I say like nobody cared about what's on, no, like, people generalize sometimes. Like, I don't think, I'm trying to say this in like a not rude way, but like, Sal's is literally friends with people that are anti-gypsy. So obviously, when Kmac said the entire anti-gypsy community bullied Sal's, she might not mean every single person. Can we
I don't. And Becky, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'll try to choose my words better. I don't mean everyone.
But I know, but Becky, like, again, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, so many people have told you, like, okay, if you never did it, then don't worry about it. Like, obviously, like, it's never gonna. That's like when I say like nobody cared about what happened to me. Obviously, I know that some people did. Like, I think that it's like kind of like obvious that and not every single individual did it. Like,
Yeah, if you didn't do it, then it doesn't
people get
apply to
grouped all
you.
the time. Like,
Yeah,
people
I
say y'all,
mean,
people say, and I promise I'm not trying to be rude, but I just think it's kind of like, come on, like, we should all know this.
Yeah, like
I just see y'all fighting about this in a chat, and I think it's like a little ridiculous.
I mean, there was that day that Quiche was live, and I remember Sal's, you went in there on the Converse account, and literally all the comments were like, Sal's is attention seeking. Sal's is seeking attention. Even before you went in there, they were already saying it. And like, it's crazy to say that there weren't so many people doing it. It doesn't matter if it wasn't every single one of them. It was the majority of them. I mean, it was easy to tell. The comments were filled with that kind of thing over there. And no one cared. Even the people who like say they would, they didn't care.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If you're being bullied, Becky, let me know and I will clear that up. I'm so sorry. No, Becky has always been kind to me. I've never had an issue with Becky at
Would
all.
you come
Exactly.
picking
That's
on
why I figured
Becky?
she would know that she's not included in the majority of when people say like the anti, like when I say the anti-gypsy community has done this to this person, like obviously like we've gotten along with so many people on the anti-gypsy side, so like we obviously mean the majority. Like,
it's the
I
people
just,
that hold the lives, and if you go in that live, majority
like,
of the
we know
time,
that you
it's
don't
the
bully her.
people that claim to be anti. That is the ones that would normally you would go in there and they were
Right.
bullying sows. That's
Right, because
all.
I know
That's
you're
what that.
anti, but I see you
Yeah.
everywhere. Like, you get along with like Becky. Becky, I hope I'm saying your name right. Like, I've seen you in my lives, Sheena's lives. I've seen, so like you might be anti-gypsy, but I consider you someone that can like can coexist with everyone. So I don't like if I say that like this community. I've even said this community has bullied Sal's. Like, I'm obviously meaning the people that have, which is the majority, not someone like you who knows how to coexist with people, you know?
That sounds better. Yeah, well explained.
Yep.
Like
And you know it doesn't
Steph
apply to
Tone
you.
said, if it don't apply to you, then it's not you.
I
Did she
just
say, wait, is this how we get to Bree to talk nice about people?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Ashley.
What is
Oh.
that?
Okay, so I have a question. How do you feel about playing? Is it Sheena's Love that Mimi and Dank were talking their shit on? Have you heard it?
When was
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I was thinking, yes, that's probably the best one, but I also want to do, maybe not tonight, but I want to do Bayou Bells. I want to address, I didn't, like I said, we were, streaming it. Guys, she is covering for them, and I know that she is the one that put it in the chat. So I'm sorry if anybody thinks that I was lying whenever I said Chewy and Rose doxed me. I was trying to make a point to say that they were behind it. But I'm sorry if I did misspeak. She was working on behalf of them. That statement yesterday was on behalf of them. If I can go, one day I'll go through it and you guys maybe hopefully will understand, on some of her word choices. It's really unfortunate. They still have like that power over her. But that is exactly, you guys can hear it in that phone call. He says, Elena, you're the only one that can manipulate her, but I don't recommend you do it. Then why say it?
Wow.
Right. He's putting that power of suggestion into people. Same thing with, okay, I know all these names. I'll just put this one thing out there. She was like, well, we were on a call and he just threw out some names and I assumed that that was hers. I didn't really know and I put it in a chat. That is
No,
not
she
what
just
she
guessed
did.
the right one.
No, that's not what she did. And we heard the call. So he said her address is, her name is. There was no like, ambiguity to it. She knew it was me. And as I stated, a been verified screen recording of my entire life was posted in their fucking group chat. Everyone knew who I was. You cannot play and be like, oh, I just saw these names and I put it in there. And Bayou Bell, I would have had your fucking back, but you got up there and fucking lied on me. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like we had a fucking
I'm so glad
deal.
you're bringing this up because that was so annoying.
Yeah, no, we had a fucking deal, but I can't. I would have always kept my word, but this is not fucking cool. Not cool at all. And it's just perpetuating more lies.
Okay, so explain to people what is going on because there are people that don't know when you're talking about Bayou Bell.
So, okay, so in the phone call that I had with the girls initially before I got like the recording, they had just come to me and they were kind of warning me, just explaining what the things that he has said. And you guys, Elena got on panel and I never intended for her to, but if you watch that live, where were we at? Whose live was that? Was that Sheena's? No. Whose live was that? Oh, it was mine. I think it was mine, right? I don't know. Anyway, Elena gets on panel and she, took responsibility and she explains they were very scared. He was having homicidal ideation with intent, like with a plan. That is very concerning. And she actually said, because she was so torn because these people are her friends. And she told her husband about it and he said, you will never be able to live with yourself if something happens to her. And she said, that was it for me. I knew what the right thing to do was. I knew what I had to do. And they begged and begged and begged, offered advice, said, do it this way, just stick to your content. They saw it, guys. It's not just me saying that it happened. They saw that he just wouldn't stop. And it wasn't just on the lives. It was obviously off of the app as well. He was consumed by it. And this isn't about me. This is about that man and the issues that he has, and that those are the issues that need to be addressed, not my mental health, Judy. I'm good. I mean, as good as I can be, but, as good as we can be.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would. So I want, because there's so much with the Bayou Bell that I want to like go through. So maybe one day we'll play that. But yeah, I would definitely, because they are definitely changing their tune and I want everyone to hear what they say as it's playing. And it is absolutely foul. And it's most of the people who have, I got to go back to the Cajun Navy Gen thing real quick. But yeah, it's just people in, this community that are either like Mimi and fucking underhanded and just a snake, or it's other people like Dank who will follow and support and spread the lies. And all of that is fucking bad for everyone. And again, I'm not saying because, nobody wants, lie on me, whatever, but this is a time to realize what your lies can do. What not speaking to the source can do, what not asking for proof can do. You can literally endanger someone. Now, we know Chewy made the threats, but what if there's a friend of his that doesn't come online or doesn't talk up to somebody on the phone who would do the right thing and said, it's diehard person for Chewy and said, you know what, I'm going to go fucking take care of it for you. And that's what I've always said. That's why I do not believe in doxing, because all you're doing is intimidating the person into silence and making them afraid in their fucking home. And nobody should feel that way. It's sick. I would never do it. I have never done it. So that's why I want to talk about this while it's here. So hopefully we can. But what was that about the Cajun Navy Gen?
Navy Gen, yeah. I want to know more about that.
So
Okay,
yes.
can we do this? Sals, let's go ahead and let's go over to your panel. Yeah, and I'll
Okay.
explain later. But
Okay.
yeah, let's do that, and I'll go over there and support.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Kmac.
you're welcome. See you over there.